Hi everybody. So it's the end of the week, it's Friday, and it's been a super hot week this week as well. So before I do anything else today, what I'd like to do is just say a huge thank you to those of you that have been in class with me this week and you've joined me in this blistering hot weather, and still come and performed with me and taken part in the exercise classes, and that's the whole range from the Pilates classes through to the hardcore high intensity interval programs. Everybody's still turned up and everybody's still working super hard, and I really do appreciate your support. So that's a big thank you to all my class members that I've seen in class this week. As we come to the end of the week, what I'd like to do today is just go through with you or share with you something that I use in my own practice at the end of the week, just to kind of release off tension from my neck and shoulders, my hands and my wrists. So I'm desperately trying to get into the right position so that you can see as much of me as possible without a camera crew here. So this is me all on my own. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pop the fingertips lightly onto the shoulders, and then I'm just going to roll those shoulders in a nice circular movement. As we do this, quite common to get some clicking and clunking going on, so I might well and truly click and clunk as I'm doing this. I'm not too worried about that as long as there's not pain as you click and clunk. So if you're getting that crunchy feeling through the shoulders, that's okay. We're probably releasing off a bit of scar tissue from around the shoulder joint, but I don't want you to force the shoulders into any kind of discomfort. So as the shoulders become more mobile, we can make that movement bigger. I'm going to stay with something quite careful today and not take that into too large a movement. I'm getting a lovely clunk from my left shoulder. It's saying, thank you, I needed that. So this is a very simple movement that we can do. And then I'm just going to release those arms and shake out the hands. Okay, so then I'm going to bring the palms of the hands together and press the heels of the hands together. As I do this, I want to keep the shoulders down away from the ears and the chest and rib cage open. I'm just pressing the palms of my hands together. So this is a really nice way to open up the rib cage and the chest. We talked about posture in earlier videos. But it's also great for those hands and those wrists. So often if we're using technology, whether it be a phone or a keyboard, the hands can be quite stiff and tight towards the end of the week. So, and again, if we've had a long commute and we've been hanging onto a steering wheel or even holding heavy shopping bags, let's give those a shake through. So the thing I like to do is just release and stretch through the front, and I'm going to bring the fingers to the palm of my hand, draw my fingers gently back. It looks like I've got a really big hand in this video now, and I really don't, honestly. And we shake that out. And we do the same on the other side. So again, I am stretching down the inside of the forearm here, so we're going into that median nerve a little. It might be a little bit tingly. Also, obviously, we're going to be working through the carpal tunnel. So if there's any carpal tunnel inflammation, that might be present there as well. We might be aware of that. I'm going to draw the right arm across the body. I'm avoiding my elbow, so I might cup above or below. And again, I want to try and keep that right shoulder down away from the ear. It might be your left, actually. Give the fingers a wriggle. It doesn't matter as long as we do both sides. Now, keep my shoulders down and the arm across the chest. I'm going to see if I feel able to turn the head to the right or to your side. So my head turns to the opposite way to my arm. And I'm going to bring the head back to centre and then just let that arm drop and the shoulders roll back and down. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to bring the other arm across the body and support above or below my elbow, just drawing the arm in. And you might find one side is more flexible than the other. That's quite normal. Give those fingers a wriggle and relax that hand. So I'm not putting tension into my fingers and my wrist. And again, I might decide to turn the head towards the opposite way to the way the arm's going. And only if the neck's feeling okay with that. I'm going to bring the head back to centre super slow and release the arm. Roll the shoulders in a backward circular movement. Okay, so I'm going to pop the hands on the middle side seam of my trousers. So you know you can't see my hands from here because I can't take this camera too far back. But just let those hands drop to the sides of your legs. So they're on the side seams of your legs. We're going to just take the head to the side very gently. Now as I do this, if there's any pulling or tenderness in the side on the opposite side of the neck, just come out of that until that feels okay. Now we could take just the lightest fingertip to the temple. So I'm literally just placing my finger on my temple, keeping that shoulder relaxed. My other hand comes out. I'm going to bring it a bit higher than it needs to be and just give those fingers a little play as if I'm playing the piano. I'm going to bring that hand down and release the hand. And I'm going to look down towards the floor. Shoulders staying down. And then bring that gaze back to the front and back to centre. Shoulders back and down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to tip the head to the left, drawing that ear towards the shoulder, keeping those shoulders down away from the ear. And then again, I could bring the other hand over and just the lightest touch. I'm not pulling on the head, it's just creating the right placement for the upper back and neck. I could take that opposite hand away and play the piano with the fingers, and then release down, release the hand. And again, I'm just going to roll the chin and look towards the floor, keeping those shoulders down, but only if it's not causing neck pain. I'm going to bring that back to center and up to the ceiling and roll those shoulders. So now I'm going to keep those middle fingers on the side seams and slide the shoulder blades down towards the waist and just lower the chin gently. As I lower the chin, what I'm looking for here is to keep the back of the neck long, not hunch or round the back and shoulders. And then I'm going to slowly bring that back to center. And I'm going to place the hands lightly on my hips, which you cannot see. And then I'm going to lift the chin. Please don't look at my spots. It's been a very hot week and I've got a horrible spotty chin and I never ever get spots normally. Come back to center and release, and let's roll through those shoulders. So the next thing I'm going to do is just bring the arms out to the front, and as I do this, well, a lot of us will just do this instinctively anyway. What I'm not looking for is to lock out my elbows. So my elbows are quite relaxed. I haven't locked them into a rigid straight arm. My elbows are quite relaxed, but my shoulders are driven down and there's just that gentle stretch through the wrists and the forearms. I'm going to turn the palms up, keeping those fingers relaxed, just bring the arms out. Now, as I come out to the sides, I'm drawing my thumbs towards the back of the ring, but I don't want to load the lower back. So think about standing tall, and we're not pulling into back extension. I'm just taking those thumbs towards the back of the ring. And then we're going to release those arms down and roll those shoulders back and down. Now I'm going to pop the hands onto the base of my spine. So I've just placed one hand over the other in my lower back, and those shoulders relax down, and just see how that feels on your upper back, ribs and chest. And if that's not uncomfortable, I'm going to take the hands away. Now you could have hand on top of hand, or you could clasp your hands, but I'm just very gently raising those arms. As we do this, just make sure that you're not lowering your chin. There's a very typical response when we're stretching this way, to just drop the chin down. I want you to keep the chest and rib cage open for me. And then release that, and let's roll those shoulders back and down. So some very, very simple stretches here. We're going to develop this series a little bit more with the use of some equipment. We're going to use some straps and some bands, and the tennis balls are coming into class next week. They'll come into videos further down the course. So what I'd like you to do now is just pop the hands on the side seams of your shoulders and your trousers, and just draw your shoulders up towards your ears. And then squeeze the shoulder blades to the back and just let gravity take over and relax those arms. And again, I'm going to elevate the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades to the back, and then let them drop. And one more time, gentle lift, squeeze to the back of your spine and release. Now let's line up that middle finger on your side seam, and we're going to take 3 big deep breaths in just to set us up for the weekend. So let's breathe in and gently lift the shoulders and let them go. And again, breathing in and out. One more time. Inhale and out. And just relax. Thank you for joining me for this mini video just about relaxing through the upper back, neck and shoulders. Many of you would have done this many times with me in class before. And just one more nag for you. Please, please keep your body hydrated over this weekend. Drink lots of water. It's super hot out there, and you would not believe how many problems stem from us not drinking enough water. So that's my nag for today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'm very excited to bring even more material to you over the next few weeks. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.